Hey, what's up, fam? This is Kentriarch. If you're new here, welcome to the family. And if you're returning, thank you for being a part of it. TGIF, so you know what that means. Another Triple F video. Today, we're going to be reviewing the exotic machine gun Thunderlord. Before we get started, please help me out by tickling those like and subscribe buttons, as well as following me on my Instagram and Twitter. Links in the description. Alright, let's get to it. Thunderlord is actually a very old school classic and one of my favorites back in the day. I really hope they can bring it back into the light, maybe with introducing a catalyst for it. But let's dive into the perks on this weapon so you can understand what this heavy machine gun does. To start this off, we will do the intrinsic trait, which is Rain Havoc. Kills with this weapon generate lightning strikes from above. In the first column of weapon perks, we have Polygonal Rifling. Barrel optimized for recoil reduction, increases stability. Second column, we have armor piercing rounds. Rounds cause extra damage to combatants' shields and overpenetrate targets. Slightly increases range. In the third column, we have lightning rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. Continuous damage generates lightning strikes. And in the final column, we have Feeding Frenzy. Each rapid kill with this weapon progressively increases reload speed for a short time. So, in a nutshell, this weapon is going to produce a lightning strike when you kill a combatant, when you keep damaging a combatant, and while this is going on, it is going to increase its rate of fire as you continually hold on the trigger or shoot a combatant, as well as you kill enemies, it is going to reload faster. The main question being is how effective is this lightning strike as far as clearing out adds and single target damage? Well, let's take a look. During this clip, I have it slowed down to about 25%, and I will be honest, it is very, very hard to see those lightning strike damage counters. And I think there's one part of this clip that you can actually distinguish between the two, and I will freeze that frame for you and show you it right here. So right above where it says quitters well, you'll see a damage counter for about a little over 3,000. The initial hit that I had on that enemy that I killed before that was about 5,700. So the lightning strike is actually doing a little over 50% of the damage that I'm actually dealing to the enemy that I am shooting. Now, how does the lightning strike work when you're dealing continuous damage to a single target? Well, let's take a look at it in this slow down clip right here, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by how much damage that lightning strike is actually doing. You could almost say that I was quite shocked. Carrying on. You will see that we have about 1900 for the body shot, about 2700 for the crit shot, and then right about now you will see we have a lightning strike and it comes out to about 5,500. So that's going to be almost 3 times the body shot and a little bit over double on the crit shot. Which begs the question, Bungie, why have we not gotten a catalyst for this weapon? Am I right? It has been around for so long and we still don't have one. And this weapon could have so many possibilities of what they could do with that catalyst. That in turn could easily bump this weapon back up into the meta. But enough of me being salty about the lack of a catalyst. Let's talk about how does this weapon perform in PvP and PvE. Well, in PvE, this is where it gets weird. So it does a fantastic job at ad clear, but you're not usually using a power weapon for ad clear. Usually the power weapon is used to take down the more challenging combatants. But these lightning strikes will obliterate mods, but then you get to the single target damage And yeah, that continuous damage lightning strike does do about 2 to 3 times your bullet damage. However, it just doesn't feel like enough. And if you can see where I'm going here, it would be the perfect opportunity to develop a catalyst. Change the way the continuous damage lightning strike works. It will no longer do an area of effect. It will only damage that single target, but maybe make it do about 10 times your bullet damage, so it really chunks away at that challenging combatant's health. With that being the case, now we're really cooking. We have a power weapon that on kill can have lightning strikes that can obliterate mods, and then on top of it, on your single target, and you're doing continuous damage, your rate of fire is increasing, you're constantly shooting down lightning strikes, and these lightning strikes, every time they hit, are just tearing apart a challenging combatant's health. We now have a universal power weapon that can be used in any situation. But alas, we don't have that. We don't have a catalyst. So unfortunately, I'm still going to have to put this weapon probably about in the higher B tier, only because it works in a way that isn't geared towards your normal gameplay or normal style. I dragged the PvE side of that out way too long, but the PvP side is actually pretty short. It acts basically like a machine gun. I like machine guns. They give you a little more ammo to work with. You can usually take down 2 or 3 enemies, whereas if you have like a rocket launcher, it's usually you get that one shot off and that's it. Yeah, it's a quick kill, but you get one shot. The intrinsic trait Rain Havoc and the perk Lightning Rounds really aren't going to do much for you as far as PvP. So I'm going to have to put this in the B tier. And not that it's bad, but it's not good. It's a machine gun, and that's just kind of a preference on play style. It's not better than anything else, and it's not worse than anything else. And with that, I will conclude this week's FFF video. Please make sure to comment down below and let me know the weapon that you would like for me to feature and review next Friday. As always, if you like the content, please give those like and subscribe buttons a little tickle. And if you could, please follow me on my Instagram and Twitter, links in the description below. Until next time, take care, fam.